Hi friends, welcome to Syambavu Palvala YouTube channel. Friends, today the topic is very important topic. What is subject and what is predicate, friends? In this video, I'm going to teach you very easiest method and how we will understand what is subject and what is predicate in the sentence, friends. Friends, please watch full video. So why? Because if you want to learn the full subject in the subject and predicate, watch full video and learn the full subject in the English grammar. What is subject and what is predicate, friends? Friends, it is very useful who is studying lower section children's and who is studying at higher section children's, friend. And sometimes he has to given the competitive level examinations also he has to given. So please starting to and ending watch and learn full subject to gain the good marks in that subject and predicate, friends. Friends, in every sentence has two parts. In that every sentence has two parts. That is, one is the subject and another one is the predicate, friends. In the sentence, how we will identify what is the subject and what is the predicate. In this video, I will explain the very clearly. Okay, friends? Shall we start? Friends, the first, the subject and predicate. In every sentence has two parts, friend. The first one is the subject and second one is predicate. Friends, the subject gives answer of two questions. The subject gives answer of two questions, friend. What is that? Who or what? Who or what? The subject gives answer of two questions. What is that? Who or what? And place, person, think. For example, friend, here, what is that who or what? Here, the subject always gives the answer. The subject always gives the answer. For example, here I told who or what. For example, who are you? Who is your brother? Who is your neighbor? Who is your sister? And what are you doing? Okay, what is your name? So likewise, when we are asking the question, the subject gives answer. Okay, the subject gives answer. That is we are calling the subject, friends. Okay, and next, what is the predicate? What is that? The predicate. The predicate contains a verb as usual. What the subject is doing, that is we are calling the predicate. Okay, friends. Here again, once again, I will repeat. The predicate means the predicate contains a verb as usual. What the subject is doing. What the subject is doing. For example, they are playing in the playground. Okay, they are playing in the ground. They are playing in the ground. Here, what is the subject and what is the predicate? Okay, here, this is the subject. When we are asking the question, they are playing in the ground. Who are playing in the ground? They. Who are, when we are asking the question, who are playing in the ground? They. So the subject gives the answer of two questions. The first one is who and second one is what. And then the predicate always give what is the subject is doing, and that tells something about the subject. Okay, are you clear? The predicate tells the something about the subject. So that is the difference of the subject and the predicate. Okay, and next, here the predicate contains a verb. Here, easiest method, I'm going to teach the three methods, friend. If you have a one sentence, or I told you, in the sentence, every sentence has two parts. That is, one is the subject and one is the predicate. Okay. Now I'm going to give the 3 points, friend. This is very easiest way to understand what is the subject and what is the predicate. The first one is, first just identify the verb in the sentence. Identify verb in the sentence and then ask a question who or what before the verb. Okay? Ask the question who or what before the verb. That is the second. First one is identify a verb in the sentence, and second one is ask the question who or what before the verb. And next, who was asking here? When you are asking the question of the answer which you will get, that is the subject. Okay, answer which you will get, that is the subject. And third point is, it is very important point. The third point is answer of the question who or what is our subject. Okay, answer of the question who or what is our subject. And remaining part, as usual, a verb is what we are calling the predicate. Okay, this is very important point, these 3 points. Okay, and next, if you are able to understand in easy method, so just watch, I will explain with the examples. Okay, friends. And next, here I'm going to give some explanation. Predicate contains a verb. What is the verb? A verb is the action or state of being in a sentence. So here, what is the verb and what is the V1 or V2, V3, V4, V5? How we will identify the verb in the sentence, friend? Very easy method. Very easy method. See, for example, what is that? V1, for example, we take speak. Speak, this is we are calling base form of the verb, that is we are calling V1. And next, verb 2, the spoke, this is the past form. And next, V3, what is the V3? Speak, spoke, spoken. This is that V3, this is we are calling past participle. And then V4, we are adding ing form, that is the present participle. This is the speaking. And next, the speaks, we are adding in that the verb yes or es. If you are adding verb yes or es, that is we are calling simple present form. That is we are calling also the V5, friend. Okay. This is the V4, we are adding form, that is also one like the gerund also. So one more topic also is there. And next, verb, I'm going to teach in that very clearly with the structure in the next class. Okay. Now I'm going to discuss in this video only the subject and the predicate friend. Now we are going to take some examples here. How we will identify in the sentence what is the subject and what is the predicate. Okay friend, the subject ఇక్కడ సబ్జెక్ట్ వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఎప్పుడు కూడా మన క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తే ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తుంది. అలాగే ప్రెడికేట్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే సబ్జెక్ట్ చేసే పనిని తెలియపరుస్తుంది. ఓకే, ప్రెడికేట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, వాట్ ఈజ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ ఈజ్ డూయింగ్, సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుందో తెలియపరిచేదాన్ని ప్రెడికేట్ అంటారు. అండ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి, మనం ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తే ఏంటి ఎవరు అని ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తే దాని నుంచి వచ్చేటువంటి మనం ఇచ్చేటువంటి ఆన్సరే సబ్జెక్ట్ అంటాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్ వి టేకెన్ the monkey ate a banana. Okay, the monkey ate a banana. Here friend, this is the sentence. This is the sentence. In every sentence has two parts. As I told you from the beginning, ఇచ్చిన సెంటెన్స్లో మనకి టూ పార్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఏముంటాయి అందులో, ఒకటి సబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంటుంది, రెండు ప్రెడికేట్ ఉంటుంది. అలాగే ఈ ప్రెడికేట్ కంటెంట్స్ యాజ్ ఎ వెర్బ్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. ఈజియెస్ట్గా మీరు వెర్బ్ని కూడా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయగలిగితే 3 పాయింట్స్ ప్రకారంగా ఇక్కడ సెంటెన్స్లో సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏముంటుంది, ప్రెడికేట్ ఏముంటుంది ఈజీగా మనం తెలుసుకోవచ్చు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ద మంకీ ఏట్ ఏ బనానా. ఓకే, here what is the verb in the sentence? Ate. Okay, eat, ate, eaten. Okay, ate. ఇక్కడ verb ఉంది, ate. Verb ని first, if you identify the verb, easiest way to understand and easiest identify what is the subject and what is the predicate. ఈజీగా అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ వెర్బ్ ఏముంది ఇచ్చిన సెంటెన్స్లో అని అర్థం చేసుకుంటే ప్రెడికేట్ ఏంటి, సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి మనం ఈజీగా అర్థమవుతుంది. ఫ్రెండ్స్ చూద్దాం. ఏట్ ఏ బనానా, ఇక్కడ మన క్వశ్చన్ వేసామనుకోండి, వన్ యు ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ ద క్వశ్చన్ హూ ఏట్ ద బనానా, హూ ఏట్ ఏ బనానా, హూ ఏట్ ఏ బనానా, immediately he has to give in the answer that is the subject. Who ate a banana in this sentence? The monkey. The monkey. So the monkey is the subject and ate the verb. Ate the verb and a banana. Ate a banana means predicate. Okay friends. Okay, the monkey is the subject and ate a banana means predicate. So likewise only we are identifying the sentence what is the subject and what is the predicate. And next one is the dog was barking loudly. Okay, the dog was barking loudly. This is the sentence friend. Okay, in this sentence what is the subject and what is the predicate and what is the verb? Easiest way to identify, if you are able to identify the first verb and next one is you can easiest way to identify the subject and what is the subject and what is the predicate in the sentence friend. So first you have to identify a verb. Here what is the verb? Was. Friend, verb అనేటువంటిది నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో మీకు క్లియర్గా మీకు సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇస్తాను. ఈ వెర్బ్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి మెయిన్ వెబ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఆక్సిలరీ వెబ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఆక్సిలరీ వెబ్స్ మళ్ళీ టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి, ప్రైమరీ వెబ్స్ ఉంటాయి, మోడల్ వెబ్స్ ఉంటాయి, అండ్ దెన్ సెమీ మోడల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఈ వెర్బ్లో వచ్చేటప్పటికి మెయిన్ వెర్బ్ ఎలా పనిచేస్తుంది, తర్వాత ఆక్సిలరీ వెబ్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, మోడల్ వెబ్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, సెమీ మోడల్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూడండి, ఇప్పుడు ఈ వెబ్ ఫార్మ్స్ బీ ఫార్మ్స్ ఉంటాయి. బీ ఫార్మ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, యామ్, ఈజ్, ఆర్, వాజ్, వర్. ద బీ ఫార్మ్స్ హ్యావ్ ఫార్మ్స్, హ్యావ్, హ్యాస్ అండ్ హ్యాడ్, దట్ ఈస్ ద హ్యావ్ ఫార్మ్స్. డూ ఫార్మ్స్ డూ, డస్, డిడ్, ద డూ ఫార్మ్స్. ఇలాగా బీ ఫార్మ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ప్రైమరీ మోడల్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఆక్సిలరీ వెబ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇలా కొన్ని ఈ వెర్బ్ మీద ఒక టాపిక్ చేసి మీకు ఒక క్లాస్ మీకు అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాను ఫ్రెండ్స్. సో ఇక్కడ ఈజీగా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి వెర్బ్ అనేటువంటిది. హెల్పింగ్ వెబ్స్ అనేటువంటిది. హెల్పింగ్ వెబ్స్ అంటే సహాయ క్రియలు. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్, చూడండి, ద డాగ్ వాస్ ద బార్కింగ్ లౌడ్లీ. హియర్ ద ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై ఎ వెర్బ్. Here the was the verb, and next who was the barking. Here just asking the question, who was the barking loudly? The dog. So immediately you have to give the answer. If you want to give the answer, that is we are calling the subject. Okay, the dog is that the subject. The dog is the subject, and was barking loudly means predicate. Okay friend, why? Because the predicate that tells something about the subject, and then the predicate that tells always what is the subject is doing, and then the subject what is there give the answer of two questions, who or what. Okay friends, and next example, honesty is the best policy. Friends, so this is the sentence friend. Honesty is the best policy. Here the first you should be identify what is the verb. Okay, is the verb, and then if you are asking that the question what is the best policy, what if you are asking the question somebody else, what is the best policy? Honesty. Okay, if you are give the answer honesty, this is the subject. Okay, the subject. And next, and remaining part is the best policy is predicate. Okay friend, okay, this is we are calling the verb. So the predicate contains a verb. Predicate contains a verb, that's why we are calling is the best policy the predicate. Okay friend, and next example friend, I asked her to call me. I asked her to call me. Friends, here you have to identify the first what is the verb. Here what is the verb? Asked. So this is the verb friend. Okay, who called me here? Who called me? I is the subject. Okay, and next, her to call me. So this is we are calling predicate. Okay, so why? Because every sentence has the two parts. The first one is the subject and second one is that predicate. So that likewise only you have to the understanding method and easiest method. Okay, so that's why I'm telling from the beginning this video. So full video you have to watch and learn the full subject, in that the subject and that the predicate. And next example is Ravi is learning. The Ravi is listening music. Ravi is listening music, friend. Okay, so here, friend, immediately you have to identify in easiest method what is the subject, and if you want to identify the subject and predicate, and before that you have to identify what is the verb. Here what is the verb is, and then who listening music. When you are asking ఎవరు వింటున్నారు మ్యూజిక్ అని క్వశ్చన్ వేస్తే ఇక్కడ ఎవరైనా వస్తారు, ఇక్కడ మ్యూజిక్ ఎవరు వింటున్నారు? రవి. సో రవి ఈజ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్, రవి ఈజ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ and this remaining part we are calling predicate. Okay, and then sometimes the subject comes the last and predicate also comes the first. Okay, ఎప్పుడు సబ్జెక్ట్ ఫస్ట్ వస్తుంది ప్రెడికేట్ తర్వాత వస్తుందని ఏం కాదు. ఒకసారి ప్రెడికేట్ ముందుకు వస్తుంది, ఒక్కొక్కసారి సబ్జెక్టు చివరికి కూడా వెళ్తుంది ఫ్రెండ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అది కూడా ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూద్దాం. On top of the tree, on top of the tree lives a sparrow. On top of the tree lives a sparrow. Friends, this is the sentence, friend. Here, on top of the tree lives a sparrow. The first you have to identify. First మీరు ఏం గుర్తించాలి, ఇందులో వెర్బ్ ఏముంది అని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఇందులో వెర్బ్ ఏముంది? lives. Okay, this is the verb live. And then who lives on top of the tree? Who lives on top of the tree? ఎవరు ఉన్నారు టాప్ ఆఫ్ ది ట్రీలో? a sparrow. So a sparrow is you are calling the subject. Okay, and then the remaining part, it is we are calling the predicate. Okay, and then sometimes the subject has come the last and the predicate has come that the first. Okay, ప్రెడికేట్ ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ వస్తుంది, సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇప్పుడు ముందు వస్తుందని కన్ఫ్యూజ్ పడకండి ఫ్రెండ్. ఓకే, ఒక్కొక్కసారి వెనక వస్తుంది, ఒక్కొక్కసారి ముందు కూడా వస్తుంది ఫ్రెండ్. ఒకసారి అలాగా మీరు ఐడెంటిఫై చేయగలిగితే ఈ ఇచ్చిన సెంటెన్స్లో ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి, ప్రెడికేట్ అంటే ఏంటి ఈజీగా మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్ సబ్జెక్ట్లో. ఓకే, అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ద ఫిషర్ మ్యాన్ ఆర్ క్యాచింగ్ ఫిష్. The fisherman catching fish. Friend, here the fisherman catching fish. Here the fishermen are catching fish. Here in this sentence, what is the verb? Are is the verb. And who catching the fish? Who catching the fish? The fisherman. The fisherman is the subject. The fisherman is the subject, and remaining part we are calling the predicate. Okay, so likewise only you have to identify what we have in the sentence, what is the subject and what is the predicate. This is the easiest method to understanding the subject and the predicate. Okay friend, and then if you like my video, please share to your friends, and if you have any doubts, write in the bottom of the comment box. And then who is not the subscribe my video, please subscribe and give your support to running my video every day. Thank you for watching, friend, and see you in the tomorrow with that next topic. Thank you for watching.